If the same situation keeps occurring in your life, the main thing you need to remember is
that it's not the situation that is the issue.
that's right.
We all have blind spots.
Yes.
Meaning there are all things hidden within us that reveal themselves in patterns.
And that we can't see, but maybe someone else can.
It's called a blind spot.
That's why it's a blind spot.
Yes. So let's talk about how we recognize blind spots or what they are. If I have an issue with being on time, let's just get real, and
you don't know it.
I don't know it, then, or it could be really anything, then everywhere I show up, people start reacting differently. But if it's a job, for example, and they write me up for it, and I find another job, and I'm being written for the same thing, then it's not that the job is the issue. It's me not being able to get there on time. So that's, on a practical basis, would be a blind spot.
And we've seen many times in our coaching sessions, we'll be talking with someone and asking questions and leading them in the discussion along and just going with where it is that they feel they need to go. And in that walk, we'll ask questions that will reveal to them that they're late.
Yes.
But we'll never tell them they're late, right?
Well, let's get away from the late part. Let's talk about when you weren't in control in your life, when things were just madness in your household when you were growing up. So when you grow up now, you are looking for some type of control. So maybe you're trying to be in control of every situation. You are trying to be the main person in every conversation, in every situation. And you're starting to push people away. But you don't realize that because you have a history of being out of control. Now you're trying to be in control, and that becomes your blind spot.
Oh, I hear you. And through, again, helping that person to move along on their journey, they suddenly go, wow, I never realized that's what I'm doing.
Well, and they didn't realize where it came from. When you go down the rabbit trail through life coaching and you realize, oh, yes, I'm now realized, and I'm going to admit I am seeking control everywhere I am, everywhere, in every conversation, in every situation. Why is it that way? When you realize, oh, I was totally out of control, now I'm grasping to be in control, then that helps you to realize, yes, I can let go of that because life is different now. I don't have to be in control of everything.
And it's been so neat to bump into those places in our coaching and realize the person actually can use and would be helped through the emotion code. And we begin to move into that, where there are emotions trapped that keep that person in that place.
Yes, because it keeps them locked, because that energy is still locked within them. That's why it's called trapped emotion. It might also be that one person that did grow up not knowing what love was, or wasn't giving the love that they needed. Now, anytime they're finding love, they're just a doormat. Just do to me as you will, because I just want you to tell me I love you. And then they're going from to abusive relationship, not realizing that they need to love themselves first. So again, it's always uncovering. Through life coaching, we talk about it. Emotion code just removes the layers.
And it doesn't normally happen, almost never happens in one session.
No, you have to take it off coat by coat, layer by layer. It's almost like an onion, peel by peel.
Wow.
I'm not going to...
People resist awareness because they really, although they want to change, they feel almost threatened when they realize, oh my gosh, you mean to tell me I'm a control freak? You mean to tell me I'm needy? It's almost like you're calling them out. But truth will set you free.
Well, and you know what I just realized? It's who I've always been. I was that person for 50 years. And now, even though I recognize that, man, that's there, and it would help me if it just left, it scares me.
It's become your identity.
It's become who I am.
Yes.
Or who I think I am.
Yes, who you think you are. And that's where you're comfortable. And that has become your nest, and you have learned how to operate from that point. But now to change, and like you said, usually we don't start those journeys till we're older. So we have established this long life of patterns that we feel comfortable with because we have done it for so long. It's almost like playing the poker game over and over again. All of a sudden somebody says, no, we're changing the rules.
Well, and you didn't get here because we sat down and one day went, we want to be life coaches and we want to work with emotion code. We got here because we applied those things to our lives.
We had to.
And I remember the greatest and most difficult day of my life was to look in the mirror and go, I don't know who I am. But I begin to find who I am, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I did. And I get emotional because that was an interesting day, and a lot of people feel scared. I was scared, didn't know what to do. But the beauty of it is that I begin to see and find who I am. And now I live from that place, and it's a beautiful thing now.
And I'm glad you're sharing this, because I had come to the same realization that I did not know who I was. And I feel like there are a lot of people out there, and that's just not information that you share over coffee.
No.
I don't know who I am. But so many people out there feel the same way. So just know that you're not the only one, that there is healing that can take place. So where you feel connected again to the person that you really are on the inside. You might not feel it yet, but you know it deep inside of you that there is a core that you want to get to.
I can attest to the beauty of having a blind spot revealed. I was being coached, yes, and the person that was coaching had me saw something that I couldn't see, took me back to my little boy. And she said, I want you to close your eyes. And she says, you're going to see that little boy at the age that you need to see him. And I did. And I closed my eyes and I saw myself as a little boy and went back to that little boy and told him that he no longer had to be afraid, but that I was okay and that I had grown up and I had crossed some bridges that now enabled him to be very secure and very safe. And so incredibly interesting. Everything changed in me from that moment on. I felt secure. The fear that was there before and the feeling that I was just surviving went away. It really opened some beautiful doors in my life. So that's a really cool thing.
That is beautiful. I had similar things happen in my life when I finally realized that I just grew up kind of struggling through life myself, and that I didn't have to be in control any longer. It took some healing, because when you grow up without control, you grasp for control. So realizing that I could just live from my heart instead of just my head, that I did not have to control every situation, gave me a lot of freedom, gave me a plateau to just live from my intuition, not having to calculate out everything. And that brought a beautiful change within me as well.
Because I guess before that, your life was just, you were doing what felt comfortable based on just where you were. And then all of a sudden, that was gone and you could really live your life.
And that's why I love to do the emotion code with our clients. Because it, again, is that gentle approach to where subconscious will lead us energetically to what needs to be removed, because there are sometimes hidden things we're not even aware of. We're masking all day long. We're not aware that we have horror, that we had a horrible situation, and that horror was the feeling that we felt, or terror or depression, because we just need to make it to the next day, sometimes just to the next minute to survive, to not topple over like an armadillo and play dead, because otherwise we would. So emotions are teachers. They help us realize there's still things that we need to work on. There are still things that need healing within us, but that's all they are. They're just flagging us. Hey, or even your body might say, your knee is hurting. I need attention because I have bent all my life. I need now to stand on my own, help. So your body will cry out, and with the body code, in combination, in tandem with the emotion code, we'll bring all that out and remove neuropathy, kidney pain. We see it all the time, shoulder pain. People feel better. People are living a fuller life. It's really exciting.
If you relate to any of the things that we talked about today, we'd love to work with you and help you to find your truth, to help you to spot some blind spots and get rid of those things, to help you to be freed of emotion that is holding you back from being all that you were put here to be, from finding your true self. If you'd love to do that, we'd love to help you, and we have some information here.
Look us up, DynaJemLife.com. You see it in the description. Give us a call, give us a text. See the testimonials, what others say. We can say it all day long, but look at our clients, how they've been helped.